See how quiet and peaceful this horse is right now? The video you're getting ready to watch was just prior to this video here. I'm setting up what you're getting ready to watch. This horse was extremely irritated this evening. I think this is a stallion. There's several other stallions around here, and sometimes they get mad just because of close proximity to other studs. It's been extremely hot here until this evening, and we dropped about 30 degrees. So not only was he mad, but the weather change has got him where they're just higher than Georgia pine. So when I worked him on the ground, you're going to get to see me use the clear mental picture. My clear mental picture was for this horse to emerge. When it wasn't there, I just stayed steady, and I set the stage so that he could work against himself until this peaceful horse showed up. When I got on him, he was trying to buck me off. And I just stayed steady and waited, and I directed him. I didn't just sit up there and hope it worked out. I had a deliberate plan when I was up there to get it to come through. And I didn't punish him for his attitude. I let his attitude work itself through so that on the other side, he made the decision. It ultimately comes down to a decision this horse made. Am I going to decide to be mad and aggressive and fight, or am I going to make the decision to be peaceful and calm and agreeable? And you're going to see that he made the choice there at the end, and he came through, and he got peaceful, calm, and agreeable. That's what I try to set up all the time when a horse is in an emotional state of mind, and that's all this was in a state of emotion that wasn't working for him, sure wasn't working for me. I mean, I wasn't a bronc rider when I was in my 20s, and I sure don't want to start out being a bronc rider in my 60s. So deliberate thought with a clear mental picture and staying steady brought that on through. So that's what you're going to see in this video. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you. So I was on this horse just a few minutes ago, and he acted like he was wanting to buck. I mean, he's a stallion. Right at the moment, there's 3 other studs on this little place, and that tends to bring out the worst in a stallion. And he's got a good deal of a temper. Right now, I've got him tied up, and I'm going to just toss this rope at him, not to hurt him, but just to toss this rope at him and see how he accepts it. See, and he's pretty irritated about just feeling that rope, so I'm going to let him feel it. Just let him desensitize to that rope. I'm going to shake out enough loop here and have him move his hip over and have him step in that loop. He needs to step backwards. I'm going to go ahead and untie him here so I can help him to get inside that loop. And I'm going to use this loop to help him to realize that getting mad and kicking at my feet, swelling up, isn't the solution. Get out here away from the wall. Pull that. See him pin his ears and kind of come at me there. So that's, get up there. Get up there. Get up there. Now what he's doing as he's going around, he's pinning his ears and being aggressive towards me because he's mad. And so I need him to leave when I raise up. I'm going to put this rope back on him. Get back. And he had a better attitude about that, stepping into the rope. And if he'll stay quiet and just walk on like he's got some sense, I won't pull that rope tight on him. I'll just let him wear it. He can feel it there. Yeah. He needs to. Very good. Let's get up. Okay, got a pretty good attitude here now. So I'm not going to pester him with it, I'll just take it off. I'm going to go ahead and put a bridle on him and get on. See how he rides now. So basically I put him in a situation and let him work it out himself. And but I was mindful of his aggression towards me, especially a stud. If they feel like they can pin their ears and open their mouth and push on you a little bit and get you to move, they're going to chase you out of the barn. Where's that? Where? 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 He's not listening. Not listening. Where? 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 Just go forward. Things will get better here in a second. Starting to look out through the bridle now, just a little bit. I'm still in a real defensive posture myself, naturally, waiting on him to think about what's going on, relax a little bit. Using a little bit of inside leg now, up to the outside rein. He stopped moving. I need for him to, I don't mind that he's moving his hip away from me right now. I just need him to move. This particular horse had been started at another place and had got to where he was reaching around biting the person riding him as well, and so that's the reason I'm not bending his head around here. Bending him around just going to invite that opportunity. I'm just thinking about keeping him straight, get him going straight, thinking about keeping that front end picked up, thinking about keeping his head up higher, not letting him get his head down. I'm asking him to move forward here now. I like that he's moving forward instead of bowing up against my legs. He is moving forward. So I'm going to ask him to move on out here. I'm going to start directing him a little more. Change directions here. Right leg is pushing that rib and that hip to the outside just a little bit. Now I'm setting a little deeper, asking him to go forward a little more with my body. Just thinking about getting this horse thinking, listening. Just go back to the right here. Come up. Let's go forward. Let's go left. You get the ring in that head, and I'll just start bumping up in his mouth a little bit. Keep that forward motion working. Keep that head up. Don't stop. Keep going. I want him to find that his relief comes in picking his head up, looking out through that bridle, gets my legs off his sides, gets me to relax. He can relax. See if I can get him going forward a little bit more to trot here before I ask for a canter. If I just stay on the outside and don't direct him, he really thinks that he's making all the decisions. But if I can keep him guessing as to where I'm going, and just keep encouraging that nice forward motion. Keep encouraging this horse to get forward. I'm in deep thought right now. The reason I'm not talking much, because I need to know where his every foot's going to go, what he's thinking about, so I don't get caught and miss him getting ready to do something I can talk him out of if I'm paying attention. Hey, get up here. Get up here. Get up. You took a deep breath right there. Come on. Get up. Hold these reins Romel style here and let them help me get him going forward. Grab. Yeah. Get up. Get up. Every time he lopes and is going forward, my legs are off. When he's not going forward and dragging his head like that, I'll put my legs back on, get around there. Right. I'm trying my best to keep my body on his right hip and not get forward on him. Get up there. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up, man. You hold him with two hands here. Get up. Get up. Get up, man. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up there. Get up. You're starting to smooth out here a little bit. Get up. Yeah. Alright, nice deep breath. Sit here for a minute and then we'll let him walk off and then we'll go again. Anyway, that's just when you've got a horse with a poor attitude like he had, you're just mad, and you know, you can't start into something like that and stop. You've got to go through it and get through it in a way that you can get through it. You know, if they're trying everything in the world to get you off and you quit right there, you're training them to be that way. I just try to take advantage of them the best I can. By that I mean put them in a situation on the ground and let them work their way through that if I can. Then when I do get on, they probably aren't going to put as much heart into trying something on their back as they would had they not been challenged on the ground. So that challenge on the ground is what's allowing me to ride this horse right now. Now he's smoothing out. That's the first time tonight, all the way around the barn, that I loped him, that he was actually loping. He wasn't just humped up and jumping around here. You know, Pogo's sticking along like he's really trying to do something, and he wasn't paying any attention at all. But that was pretty nice that way. So I'm not gonna stay in there with that. I'm gonna just relax, let this horse have a breather, and let him know that I'm not holding it against him, what he did, but I wasn't going to just let him get away with what he was doing as well. So walking out, looking out through the bridle, he's reaching, he's low to the ground now, flat. And I just ask him this way. Wasn't quite as good that way as it was the other way, but it wasn't bad. Wasn't quite as good, but wasn't bad. I'm going to take this attitude improvement as a good sign here and call it a good evening on him.